comes from the NFC and the Dallas Cowboys. Started. And off we go from Dallas. Returning in from the 16. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. And they're brought out by a quarterback celebrating a decade now as an NFL starter. Originally the 135th pick back in that 2016 NFL draft, it's Dak Prescott.
He didn't get the full chance to build on his MVP runner-up season. An injury ended 2024 after just 8 games. Dak's got a few more weapons around him. He's got a new head coach, a play caller, and at this stage of his career, he's got to make the most of it.
First down, here's Dak. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game.
That was simply a case of not enough time available to let that play develop. That throw was out so quick, and he wasn't able to reel it in.
2nd and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion. Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. So a solid game there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Prescott to sneak it. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Straight ahead with Williams. So call it a half dozen on that run, Brock. It's 2nd down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
From just shy of midfield on 2nd down. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. All down by Dorrance Armstrong.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you could be a Pro Bowler.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Another run for Williams. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Prescott now to throw on 3rd down. That's Ferguson. He brings it in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Nice gain and a first down there, Brock, on a throw that most quarterbacks would have shied away from.
Now, tight ends, these guys, about the only position that can make that look routine, fending off a couple defenders, and it's really why, Kate, they're such valuable commodities.
They go with Williams on the counter. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. And that right there, an early look at somebody who might just be the impact player in this ballgame.
Yeah, there's no question this strong safety loves to come downhill. Now, as an offense, you've got to adjust. You've got to throw over the top if he's willing to be that aggressive.
He picks up 8 on the run, and now they're going to have 3rd and 4.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it, in addition to slinging it all over the field.
Third and 4 coming up now. From the gun is Prescott. Pressure's there, and the Commanders got him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Oftentimes, these early exchanges are just a feeling out process for rushers and blockers. They can also set the tone for the battles the rest of the game, and that defender, you know, with an early win, he's feeling really good about himself.
So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. From the right hash, this is going to be a 41-yarder. Aubrey puts it through. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
All in all, Kate, I call that a good start. Offense established himself, moved the ball, and the kicker able to give him a lead.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. It's Deebo Samuel with the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. It's last season's Offensive Rookie of the Year at the helm, Brock. What a rookie season he had. Led his team to the conference title game for the first time since 1991. It's Jaden Daniels.
Kate, when you partner a relentless work ethic with elite athleticism, you get Jaden Daniels. He put on an absolute show. One of the best rookie years in the history of the game for a quarterback. And with a work ethic and speed and arm, I don't know why he would ever slow down.
Daniels now on 1st down. Able to find Ertz. And this is going to go as a game of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Play action now. Daniels. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And he will manage a little before being forced into a slide, as that's going to chip something off this upcoming 3rd down.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield. Get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
3rd and short, Daniels. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
A gain of 12. And the Commanders' first down.
New set of downs for him from the 46. On 1st down, here's Daniels. Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
Gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Commanders.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. This is Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt in it for the first time. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Play action now with Daniels. Throwing deep for the end zone. And that is caught. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders finish off their opening drive. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown.
It's an old adage, but it's a true adage. Speed kills. And gosh, I love that, Kate. Right from the jump, you don't wait to get your playmaker started. Get him the ball early and put a fear of God into this defense.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders won up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. Dallas sending its offense out for the second time this game. And they've got a bit of momentum from the field goal on the last series, hoping to grow that into something greater with a touchdown here.
Yeah, I think one thing you find is you do not want to settle for a field goal again. Points are great, but touchdowns, that's what's win games in the NFL.
First and 10 now from the 30. Dak off the play fake. Makes the grab in bounds left side. Stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Williams now on first and 10. Yeah, he danced away from one tackle, but unable to dance away from the rest of the defense. No gain on that play. Now we have a member of the Cowboys hurt after that play, and they'll need to get somebody out there to look at him. So some shuffling in the backfield as Williams leaves injured. And the ground game will now turn to Javonte Williams. He sends it to him on the toss, right side. And he'll still have some work to do now on third down as he only manages to get back to the line of scrimmage.
As a corner in this league, well, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. You want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Prescott here from the gun. Throwing this back in the end zone. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown!
skill, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Now on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Cowboys push their lead to 3. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Samuel now to return it. Escapes a defender. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Back out run the Commanders for their second drive of the game. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. To the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Kronsky Merritt on the carry. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Now it's a bootleg for him. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
And the Cowboys bring a couple extra defensive backs out. 3rd down coming. Slot man in motion left. 3rd and long for Daniels. He's running for it. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB. And it gave him just enough room to run.
Commanders punting on 4th down, and they're going to bring out the ever-reliable lefty vets, Tressway. And he hauls it in right near the 40-yard line. The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Here's Williams, 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They'll running here with Jaden Blue. Runs inside the 35. And he's finally stopped right at the start of that red zone, down at the 20. Now about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
First down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
Working inside the red zone. He's got it at the 5. This is down all the way to the 3. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it first and goal.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Going jumbo set on this first and goal. Blue. There is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 5-yard line.
One quarter down for these two NFC East teams. Scoreboard shows 10-7. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Time for our second quarter now. Let's see if the Cowboys can capitalize here in the red zone. Play action, Prescott. Pressure's there, and the Commanders got him. Quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's third and goal.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Following the sack, going to need to find 11 yards here on third and goal. Dak now from the gun. That one connects. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys making a 9-point advantage. George Pickens the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Cowboys make it a 10-point ball game.
17, Commanders 7.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Luke McCaffrey now on the return. He's brought down just inside the 25. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. They're down 10 partway through this one. Score is 17-7. The Washington offense is set. Here comes first and 10. Daniels back to throw. He's going deep this time. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Still 10 to go. Second down now from the 26. Out of the gun, Daniels. He keeps it and takes off. And Daniels with a smart business decision, sliding down after getting that first.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Washington.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Throwing on first down, Daniels. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Jalen Lane, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Coming across here. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's third down.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Shotgun snap to Daniels. So he thought he was beat deep and was going to give up the catch anyway. The interference call did indeed come out. The penalty erases an exciting turnover, makes it 1st and 10. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Brought down by Deron Bland.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Daniels from the pistol. He's got Jalen Lane. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Daniels from the gun on 3rd down. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Commanders will have a first.
And the Commanders' first down.
A run, it's cross-key Merritt. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, not for the 1000th time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or two ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
From the gun, it's Daniels. He's going to tuck it and run. And he will manage a little before being forced into a slide, as that's going to chip something off this upcoming 3rd down.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown. And you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
Gay's kick is good. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead's 7.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return starts from the 16. And he's going to reach. Of course, I expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
Off the play fake, it's Prescott. Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10. A 3rd down run with Blue. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there, he isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Flush out now to his left. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
Cowboys punting it away here on 4th, and it's the long-time vet Brian Anger on now. And the fair catch secure here at the 16. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. And last drive left them in a little bit of limbo, Brock. They were happy to leave with points, obviously, but not happy that they had to settle for a field goal instead of a touchdown.
Coaches love to say on offense, let every drive end in a kick. The bronze medal's a punt, silver medal's a field goal, and now they're going to be striving for that PAT, the gold medal.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Krosky-Merritt on his own read. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
This goal is pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward, and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Went the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. Play fake here. Daniels. Complete over the middle. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Stepping up, and he's going to run. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. An excellent gain. 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Washington.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Daniels going to keep it. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Throwing now from the gun. And he's out of bounds behind the line, so that's going to add a couple yards on to this 3rd down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Here's Daniels. He takes it himself. And will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Washington 1st down.
They're set up at the 35 now. First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Called in by Lane. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Throwing now, Daniels. Now here he goes. And Daniels with a smart business decision, sliding down after getting that first.
A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, Commanders.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. A run now with Prosky Merritt. And that run good for a handful as it brings up 2nd down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
6-yard line.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Throwing from the gun. Caught just shy of the goal line. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the 1st down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
We're to the 2-minute warning from AT&T. The Commanders pushing for a late spark before halftime. Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. Prosky Merritt has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
They just could not even find a sliver of breathing room on that 1st down, and this is not an envious spot for this play caller to be in. I don't know what you go to now.
Trying again from the 2. It's 2nd and goal. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Timeout taken by the defense. They're 2nd. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
Just a yard away on 3rd and goal. Here's the jumbo package. Handoff now, running right. He runs it across. Touchdown. The Commanders earn the chance to tie before halftime. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to...
Point after.
Right down the middle. It's good. And the Commanders make it 17 all.
17.
After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Turpin with a return. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense headed out there. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. From the 31. First down, here's Dak. Short pass brought in. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. They get 13 on the pickup. That's good for a Cowboys first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
First and 10. Here's Prescott. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it up and across midfield to Commanders territory.
Sometimes you're looking to push the ball down the field. As I've said before, the crumbs lead to a cookie. And you never go broke taking a profit, and those big tight ends will often find you those easy check down yards.
Only need the smallest little bit of yardage here. It is 2nd and inches. From the 46. Brought in right side. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, or right at the 31. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
Well, that's a game that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
Dak throwing again. Right side, Ferguson's got it. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a third. He tucks it and takes off. And Prescott finds him a first as he slides down to end the run. And there's the timeout from the offense. Just 4 seconds left to go. And that play, that should help him get some points here going into the half. Now Brandon Aubrey will try to knock it through for the Cowboys. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Aubrey puts it through, and they've taken back the lead.
Okay, that's just an excellent play.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends on half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback. But not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. So a field goal game at the half. Good one so far, 2 quarters to go. Now let's check in with Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up and put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Excellent work as always, Scott. Love that halftime reports. Just a field goal game for us here as we start quarter number 3. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And as they get set, I imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Daniels setting up the play action. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. They'll get 18 yards there. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Washington.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Now run it out of the pistol. Krosky Merritt. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Daniels. Able to find Ertz. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, or out at the 31. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Deron Bland has it. And the Cowboys get the football just short of their 20 after the interception and return. He got in front of that one for the pick. Looked like that's the receiver it was designed to go to on that play, too.
Yeah, the QB just must have missed the lurky defender in coverage right there. That's where, as a QB, you've got to have the vision to not just see your route, but see those defenders in front of you. If you stare down your receivers in this league, turnovers follow.
The Cowboys about set to take over. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. This one gets to the 22. It was Mike Sanders still on that stop.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Dak now from the gun. Nothing doing there as the 2nd down pass falls incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Prescott here from the gun. That's caught for the first. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play.
Pass interference. Defense.
So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. Big play gets him across midfield, sets him up 1st and 10 from the 40. Running it after the penalty. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. It's Trey Amos, rookie second rounder on the tackle.
A humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap, he'll give to Blue. This drive forward halted after a couple of yards. Thank you, Luvu, there for the tackle.
33-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. From the gun is Prescott. This is caught by Blue. And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Blue. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. And hold on, everyone. There's a Commanders player shaken up after that play, and he's in need of some attention. All right, a couple yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's 2nd and 12. On the give, it's Blue. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
A good draw play is like a great punt return. You just set the table and let your elite athlete do his job. Excellent job of selling the pass. The O-line got a body on a body, and these running backs at this level, they know how to make you pay defensively.
First down, and they go right back to it. Like the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get it behind the line.
For a linebacker to make a tackle for loss on a toss play like that, yes, it's about speed, but even more so, Kate, that was a perfect angle he took.
All right, a couple yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's 2nd and 12. Blue gets the handoff. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. That's Ferguson, he brings it in. And in for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys push their lead further to start the half. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys make it a 10-point ball game.
Commanders 17.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Samuel now to return it. Things going well so far. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. Out comes the Commander offense for another series. Their last series sure was looking like points up until that interception, Brock. Hopefully they can move the ball similarly well as they take over here. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Completed over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
A gain of 26 yards. And the Commanders' first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Going on 1st down, Daniels. Finds the in route complete. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And the Commanders will have a first.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
They run. It's Krosky Merritt. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, the casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Firing quickly out of line, Daniels. And this one doesn't go far. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. From the gun, it's Daniels. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
So on 4th down, on comes Matt Gay to try the field goal for the Commanders. He's hit once already. This is a short one, inside of 30 yards. Gay's kick is good. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Fielded at the 14. Now bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. First and 10 now from the 30. Out the middle, Blue. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Now Blue. He's going to get a few here, brought down at the 33-yard line.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
And Washington into the dime here, defending pass, 3rd down coming. Prescott, a quick throw, complete. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Here he goes on the bootleg. Dumped off to his running back. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
From the 47, finds him over the middle. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
Well, they got him down before he could do any more damage in terms of yards. That's no easy job, mind you, tackling a big tight end. But the main damage had already been done. He kept this drive going by getting beyond the line of gain.
First down, it's Blue. He hurries forward here for a 9-yard gain. 2nd down coming up.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. Give on 2nd here to Blue. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
All right, set now. 1st and 10. They pitch it to him. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11. So we're through 3 here. It's the Cowboys who have it with the lead, but the win not secure just yet. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Now Dak to throw. Short pass brought in. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Offense set for a 1st and 10. Run the toss to Blue. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Dak. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would. It's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Cowboys double their lead to 14.
34. Commanders 20.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, this is McCaffrey. He lost the football. Oh, fortunate stuff there. Looks like another one of the members of the return team was able to get it, so a friendly bounce. They'll retain possession. The command drive down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. To throw, Daniels. Lobs this up, left sideline, looking for something big. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
The Commanders ready for the punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. Fair catch called for and made. Looks like that's at the 36-yard line. The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And this is the type of game that's going to get people talking when people look at the numbers that he's posted running with it. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Okay, the wide receiver is going to get it to begin the drive. It'll only take us for about a yard. It's going to be 2nd down.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. from the 39. Put the body on the line for his team. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
They'll motion Lamb right. Handoff here to Sanders. He picks up 5 on that first down run, brings up second down.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Dak to the air here. To the left and reeled in by Ferguson. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
Cowboys, first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. If they don't close quickly, he could take it to the house.
They're now set for first and 10. First down, here's Dak. Throwing the out route complete. And they get this down at the 12-yard line before being stopped. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
On the give, it's Sanders. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear a lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. Here's Dak. This one's caught. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
You know, as any quarterback is going to tell you, that's one of the most difficult things to do, knowing you're going to get blasted. That defender's coming right at you, but you got to throw an accurate ball. It does two things. Number one, it strikes fear in the defense, and number two, you gain respect of your teammates.
Prescott to throw here, 3rd and 2. And no one had a shot at that. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. And they're whistling for a stop here. That's one of the Cowboys who's in some pretty clear discomfort and in need of some assistance. The lead looks safe, but the Penals staying down. They're going for this. They do snap it. Here's Prescott. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys making a 3-score game in the 4th. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Cowboys stretch their lead to 21. Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, this is McCaffrey. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Commanders all set to regain possession. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
They've got first down from the 31. Out of the gun, Daniels. It's caught. This is Jacory Krosky-Merritt. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Into the hands of his running back, Krosky-Merritt. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all to try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
3rd and short, Daniels. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Commanders.
Throwing now, Daniels. Oh, he's keeping it again. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
You know, sometimes, Kate, that pocket could be a lonely place. You're searching and searching for an escape valve, and there's none to be had. That time, nowhere to go, and he was lucky to get back to the line before the defense swarmed him.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Gets his tight end on the corner route. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Rolling on first down, Daniels. Completed over the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Keeping it on an option to the right. And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders get it back to within 2 possessions. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown. Well, we all knew somebody was running with it there, and when the defender started flowing towards the back, he made the right call that he would be the one to run it in.
Yeah, he sure did. I think if he hands that off, this play does not end in a touchdown, but in a collision for his running back.
Yeah.
So not only is that running back thanking his quarterback, the rest of the guys are celebrating for that decision.
Gay to add the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders get it back to a 14-point game.
Commanders 27.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff.
For Washington.
Turpin with a return. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. First and 10 now from the 30. Prescott now off the play fake. Gets it to his fullback. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
It's always nice to see teams still employ a fullback. I love rewarding the big guy with some touches during a game. They earn those looks. That was a well-run route, and he showed some soft hands to bring it in.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. And they'll pitch it out to him. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. Little nod, little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Dak now from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
You can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. From the gun, it's Daniels. Has him on a quick hitter. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Commanders will have a first.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first. And that run makes some history for him. He's now topped the previous record for rushing in a game by a QB. The previous mark of 181 was held by Colin Kaepernick since those 2013 playoffs, and the mantle now belongs to this guy. And whatever total he reaches before the end of this one. He calls his own number again. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. So not with his arm, but with his legs that he enters the record book, partner. That's the most rushing yards in a game for a quarterback.
I know, Kate, you and I share this thought. On any given game day, we get a chance to see something never done before. History made. And this QB and his legs in particular got it done today.
And he has them a 1st down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Washington.
Daniels now. He's got it at the 5. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that will set up 1st and goal.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says 2 things in every production meeting. Number 1, well, we got to stop the run. And number 2, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that is a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
And they will score. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders now within 1 score in the 4th. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown. His 3rd total score in this game.
Kate, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with their brains and their processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down. And he just put on a show.
Daniels and the Commanders looking to tack on 2 more.
Washington will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He'll look to throw it. And he goes down. The pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead.
You spend all week on 2-point plays, trying to get to your best options, but ultimately sometimes the execution of that pass, it doesn't work.
That lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Returning in from the 16. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. That defensive stand might have been the final effort needed to seal away the victory, Brock, but can't quite take off the pads just yet. Offense has to finish this one out.
Yeah, a few things here, Kate, to keep in mind, right? You got to slow the game down as a quarterback. Take every second off the clock. If you're handling the ball, you guard it with your life, and you make sure your defense doesn't come on the field again. They just did their job. Now you got to do yours.
They've got first down from the 31. They'll run it with Sanders. Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be second down. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. They go right back to Sanders. Trying to fight free, he can't do so. They've got him behind the line. Now let's see, Brock, if they call their final timeout.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
He'll throw it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Kate, I talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On third down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
The Cowboys sending out their punting unit. Brian Anger, the one to send it away. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. Washington are ready to go on offense as they take the field.
Sit down.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Here he is to throw. Short pass brought in. And he hits him for a gain of 6. He's up to the 26.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Back to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Big gain downfield. And he takes it in for the touchdown. Down to their last breaths. And he gives them a shot now to force overtime. So there's part 1, Brock. They get the touchdown that they desperately needed. Now you'd imagine comes a try for 2.
Yeah, and this might be just as tough as to go get that touchdown they just did because, well, they work on 2-point conversions, but they're difficult. This is also a must-have, though, Kate, if they want to try and force overtime.
They knew what they had to do. First the touchdown. Now a 2-point try to tie it.
The Commanders will line up for
Setting up to pass.
conversion.
And he's in for the 2-point conversion. And near the tail end of this game, we are all tied up. Crisis averted, Brock. They got the 2 and the tie, for now at least. It looks like they have staved off the L and forced themselves overtime.
Yeah, those 2 critical words you just said right there, for now, like for right now. But there's a lot more time on that clock than this defense would care to see. They got to step up. Offense just stepped up, got the 2-point conversion. Now defense, you got to respond to send this game to overtime.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Short kick here, fielded at the 15. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. And even with some time left, Brock, a long ways to go to get into range for a game winner. They're going to need to move it in a hurry. Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. 1st and 10. Dak to the air here. He's smartly won't risk something here. Just chucks it away.
Intended for C.D. Lamb. Incomplete. Cover is by Mikey Sandrastill.
Nearing the last half minute of play. Now 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Prescott. And Willie, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends him backwards ahead of 3rd down.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Now to throw. Into traffic, complete. And that nice catch not going to translate into a new set of downs just yet. The stop is made in time to make it 4th and short. So starting this year, we've got some new rules in place for overtime, Brock. Both teams now guaranteed a chance to possess the football in overtime of any game, not just the playoff. So an opening drive touchdown, no longer an instant game winner. Got to be able to make a stop, too. It's a new look to NFL overtime. Let's see how this plays out as we get underway with some bonus football. Turpin with a return. They're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33. The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. And they're playing with a chance to take the lead right here. Get a nice little cushion in what has been an otherwise really close game.
Yeah, and really the mindset, Kate, is this has got to be the drive. When you break the huddle, you look at each other and say, right now, these are the moments that tilt the game in our favor. Because you know if you don't get it done, you've given your opponent that opportunity.
First throw of overtime now. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Overtime just getting started. Both teams are going to get a chance with the football here. We've got second down. Sanders running dead ahead. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Here's Sanders once more. Jukes out a one-stop. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
I bet you, Kate, if you went back and studied all these runs in the NFL over a course of a season that gained significant yardage, there are plays just like that one where you've got to break a tackle to go eat up those yards.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Adds just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. They go right back to him. Another carry for the receiver. Continue with the dig. He's inside the 25.
Go sit down, I said.
All the way down to the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Gosh, I love that creativity of the play call. Name of the game is putting the ball in the hands of your best, your playmakers, creating matchups for them to take advantage. And this time, not as a receiver, but as a runner. That is job well done.
First down, here's Dak. We'll check this one down, complete to the fullback. And he's brought down at the line.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can you get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
From the gun is Prescott. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
Such a terrific job by the receiver. You can't give that route away. You got to run a curl. And the best curl and go, hook and go, out and up guys, Kate, they run that initial route full speed. He did. Got the defense to bite, and the play went right over his head.
Prescott will look to throw. And he scores! Hits a touchdown on the first drive of overtime. That is his 6th passing score of the game. A lot of quarterbacks could go several weeks without throwing that many touchdowns. And now, keep in mind, he's only one off the NFL record of 7 in a single game. Now for the extra point and a 7-point lead to defend here in overtime. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Cowboys break that tie and now lead by 7.
Brandon
In past years, this game would have been over on that score. But starting this year, their opponents get to respond as we are back underway. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Out comes the Commander offense for another series. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Now he gets a shot here in overtime. He puts some heat on this deep ball, left side. That was Terry McLaurin on the target. And now they face 2nd down. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner. And throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Cox, this is Lane. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
1st down, Commanders.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Play action now with Daniels. That's caught. It's McLaurin downfield. He has this down to the 34. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And the Commanders will have a 1st.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in 1 play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run, break tackles and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
You know, we do enough of these games, Kate, and I am a big fan of creativity. And the QBs today are some of the best to ever do it. But that's a situation where you got to know on 1st down, it's not time to be creative, especially if you feel the heat coming defensively. Just find a way to throw that sucker in the 1st row.
Driven backward to the 11 as they line up for 2nd and goal. Another try following the sack. This throw is cut. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Defense looking for a stop on 3rd and goal. They've got the extra DB out there. Out of the gun, Daniels. And it's a touchdown. The new overtime rules gave him a chance to answer, partner. They came through. This game is not over yet. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a 1-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Now for the point after. That's going to end this in a tie or a loss. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Commanders tie this game up. Now, these new overtime rules have given us quite the game here, haven't they? Now it is next score wins as we're off again. Turpin with a return. And this gets out to the 30 before he stops. The Cowboys offense headed out there. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Going wide receiver run to start this series. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
When you call that first down running play, you don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. Trying the inside handoff to Sanders. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
I think we've all become very accustomed, and I'll raise my hand and say these tight ends are almost like bona fide receivers, big receivers. But they show you right there, when they can be powerful blockers, it can make a huge difference in a run game.
Prescott takes off with it. Only able to get back to the line on that first down play, so no gain.
Nice little welcoming party wait for him at the line of scrimmage. No surprises that time. This defense was ready.
At the 39-yard line.
All right, Brock, both teams have had their opening salvos. Next score wins it in OT as they come up on 2nd down. Now a run by Sanders. And that 2nd down run is only going to manage a yard.
He was taken down by Bobby Wagner. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. They put a receiver in motion here left. Here's Sanders. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Still well short after the 3-yard run. It's going to be 4th down and 6. And now the entire game rests on his next kick. Timeout taken by the defense, their 2nd. As they'll be left with just one more to work with here in OT. So a big kick coming up for Brandon Aubrey. This will be from 52 yards.
52-yard attempt.
It has the distance, and it's on target. It's good! And they've taken back the lead.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
So the Cowboys take the win here in Arlington. And they only needed a field goal to end it, as their guy connected on an absolute bomb through all the pressure to claim a heck of a win here in overtime. So for Brock Heward, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from Dallas.
Listen, I got all the games. I'm trying to have all the games done. Got 3 more games. But after I do this, I can't even save them on YouTube. So you're not going to really see these things. Okay.